What's up, Silly Geese? Grab your popcorn, because today we're watching a movie that takes the Old Testament, turns it into some original Xbox graphics, and makes it a story about a kid whose parents absolutely do not like him. Joshua in the Promised Land follows a young lion whose parents are borderline abusive. But thankfully, he's guarded by his guardian angel,
Christopher Andrew Eugene Bazzioni,
who is a ghost lion that appears pretty much out of nowhere and gives him some nonsense advice like,
sometimes a no means maybe,
and then launches Joshua directly into biblical history. I found two reviews that really kind of set the stage for this movie. One from Jordan, who wrote a detailed hostage analysis note, and then this one from Seven, who just very simply sums it up. And honestly, both are correct. The movie starts with our narrator,
Christopher Andrew Eugene Bazzioni,
who will sometimes also be purple. It has a really bad habit of Emperor's New Groove style pausing the movie. Ha! Boom, baby! To explain exactly what's about to happen. We're introduced to Joshua and his parents, who are very, very clearly going through some marital issues.
Tinkering around with that car again.
Hey, come on. This is my day off. This is what I'm gonna do.
Well, if you would just stop spending so much time on that car of yours, I wouldn't get so upset.
I don't like that reaction at all. Joshua, being a caring son, goes to check on his mom, and she tells him to
get out of the way.
Joshua goes back upstairs, and you really start to wonder how he feels.
Kind of lost in the shuffle.
Oh, thanks. So then our narrator turns into the ghost lion in the scariest way possible. And he introduces himself as the one, the only
Christopher Andrew Eugene Bazzioni, at your service.
He tells Joshua that he's gonna
take you on a little kind of trip, you know?
And naturally, Joshua wants to know,
where do you want to take me?
So Chris lets him know that
I can't tell you that.
Strange man shows up in house, wakes you up in your bed, tells you he can't tell you where he's taking. This feels very Chris Hansen-y. So they shoot off to a rocket to a different land. And there's these pointy building things, and I can't, for the life of me, remember what they're called.
If you've never seen one, this is a pyramid.
Oh, thanks again? So, what's going on here anyway?
God freed the Jews from slavery, but the Pharaoh didn't want to let them go. He's out there in the desert right now planning to recapture the slaves.
Oh, is that a good idea?
Not a good idea.
And we meet Pharaoh, who looks as angry as an animated dog could possibly look.
Get me my chariot!
And Chris takes Joshua to a fire that he really wants to touch, but
the answer is no.
So instead, Chris drags Joshua through the desert, hits him with this little slice of wisdom pie.
Sometimes a no means maybe.
What? Bring confused Joshua back up, and then we meet Moses. And in case you didn't know, he's
one of the good guys.
And it's in the biblical story where they're crossing the Red Sea, and Joshua's supposed to learn something about parents hating each other. So in order to do that, Chris has him fully possess a different man. So Joshua goes, running in the Red Sea gap, and he sticks his head in the water and sees a full-blown shark about to eat him. And I was going to make a joke here about why are you putting sharks in the Red Sea? So then I went to Google and found out that there are 44 kinds of sharks in the Red Sea. I don't know who was supposed to teach me that in life, but I think that's something I should have known. So anyways, Pharaoh shows up to, the fire that you're not allowed to touch, and he's somehow so much madder than he ever was before, and decides that he's going to
kill them all!
Chris goes to check on Joshua, who says,
I want to go home.
But instead, Chris tells him to
keep your eyes open. Look.
And has this child watch as Pharaoh and all of those people are drowned by the Red Sea. And that happens in the Bible, and I believe in the Bible. But having a child watch that firsthand is insane. Poor Joshua has enough problems at home with his Pharaoh of a father growling at him. So now I'm thinking, life must be pretty good for them.
Now they're all free. It doesn't really mean life is all of a sudden easy for them.
Oh, well, where are they going?
To the promised land.
Oh, okay. Well, what's that like?
The place on the other side of the desert where the weather's really nice.
So while they're wandering in the desert, they get attacked by birds. I don't remember that happening in the Bible. It might. I don't remember it. And Moses introduces himself to Joshua.
Joshua, son of Nun.
And I'm sorry, son of Nun? Like, Moses, cut the kid a break here. Clearly, it doesn't bother Joshua too much because he decides to hit the Old Testament version of the griddy. Moses tells him to
pitch your tent next to mine,
which absolutely could have been worded better. And it starts to rain manna, which, in case you don't know, is
Like a cookie, only it's really good for you.
Joshua likes it, but what about everybody else?
These guys just love to complain.
Ah, typical. Moses finds out that another army's about to attack and needs to name a leader for the battle. So he decides that it should be
you, Joshua, to lead them into battle.
You mean Joshua, son of Nun, the child amongst you all? But what does he know about the complexes of the art of war? Joshua does take the news really well, though.
He looks like a deer caught in the headlights, doesn't he?
So, yeah, they go to war, and there's like tigers and pandas now. And after a few minutes of suspenseful music, Joshua gives a Braveheart level war speech.
Let's beat these guys!
There's a huge fight scene that I can only imagine served as the Russo brothers' inspiration for Infinity War, like the Wakanda scene. There's a ton of JPEG murders while Joshua, our fearless leader, lays there. There's one like especially bad chariot murder. This one tiger goes full like UFC, and it's pretty awesome. They win the war, and we're treated with a sea of JPEG animals laying deceased on the ground. That night, Moses gets activated like the Winter Soldier to go get the 10 Commandments.
Moses.
The commandments start getting called out, and this is obviously a very important part of Scripture. And just on a personal note, this is a very important part of my faith. But the gasps in the crowd do kind of take me out of it.
You shall not misuse my name. And on the 7th day you shall rest. For in 6 days I made the heavens and the earth, and on the 7th day I rested.
Also, he keeps going for Moses like it's a game of like Marco Polo.
Moses.
Moses goes to get the actual like stone tablets, and Joshua has to wait for him, and I wonder how long.
Long wait. 40 days he sat there on the mountain by himself.
They sneak in a full lightsaber sound effect with the tablets. And then they come down to see that the people have turned away, and Moses takes the news super well.
No! No!
So, like, what is that thing?
It's a crude statue called the Golden Calf.
Oh, okay. And what are they doing with it?
Now they're all worshiping it.
And is this going to be bad?
And they're all in trouble because they did what they were told not to do.
Moses comes down and has them melt down the calf, which, yeah. And then he has them drink it, which I don't remember happening.
All the people who broke the law drink the water. Yuck.
So with everyone now back on track, they make an ark, which an ark is...
Kind of like a box.
But what's Joshua doing?
I bet you're wondering what Joshua is doing. Well, Jericho is in the promised land. Moses sent 12 spies to check out this land that God said he would give them.
Oh, okay. He stumbles upon some kind of like demon ram rave where they're doing weird chants. And then they fully kill a baby. So Joshua decides it's a good time to leave. So now Joshua tells Moses that there's going to be a war. And in case you don't know what kind of war...
There's a big difference between fighting a war when people just want to kill you and fighting one to make the world a better place. It's a lot harder to find that kind of courage.
Pretty much instantly, the entire group turns against Joshua and Moses about going to war.
If only we had died in Egypt or in this desert.
Why is the Lord bringing us to this land only to let us die by the sword?
But I specifically love this one guy's line.
Our wives and children will be taken as plunder.
Hi, my name's Christian Turner, 6'2", SAG-AFTRA eligible. I'll be reading for Crowd Rioter number 3. Our wives and children will be taken as plunder! Thank you. They do threaten to stone Joshua here, too.
Stone him! Stone him! Stone him! Stone him! Stone him!
But Moses tells them to...
Please go to your tents.
They all move past it pretty quick, because they're all wandering the desert together. And, you know, hey, how long are they wandering?
Wander in the desert for 40 years.
40 years? I thought I thought he was supposed to be back by dinner. While they're wandering the desert, Moses does die, and that does happen in the Bible. And then he gives Joshua his powers. And Joshua goes to, like, hype the people up.
Get your supplies ready. 3 days from now, you will cross the Jordan here to go in and take possession of the land the Lord your God has given you.
They're now officially going to the promised land, and, I wonder if Joshua was excited.
I think he's been looking forward to today.
They march to the castle, and we get this awful trumpet announcement. And we meet the evil king, and I'm going to be honest, I do love this dude's crown.
Your Highness.
So they're marching around the walls of Jericho, like in the story. And the king gets so, like, dumbfounded by this that he calls his army over. And they have to, like, bring him a chair for him to sit down.
What are they doing, Captain?
Okay, yeah, let's just speed this part up. Just tell us what happens.
The ark circled Jericho once a day for 6 straight days. No one in the city could figure out what the heck was going on. Then, on the 7th day, the men carrying the ark did something different. The ark made a total of 7 trips around the city that day. Then, all of a sudden, they just stopped.
So they're all laughing at them marching around the castle. And then an angel with a mallet shows up and does this. And the town falls, and we get this very dusty scene. And something really important to know here is that one of the dead guys of the army turns into this red demon cloud thing and flies away. And it's here that
Christopher Andrew Eugene Bazzioni
tells Joshua that, hey, this is a dream, and now it is time to wake up. But the demon leaves the dream with him. Now that he's awake, Carl tells Joshua that things won't be the same, like...
You mean with my mom and dad?
We get this weird hug, and he tells him to...
We'll get over it.
And then he explodes. And I don't really know how to describe what happens next, but basically, the demon is now in Joshua's home, and Joshua has a sword and a shield, and fights the demon. And for a child, he's way too excited about this. With the demon now gone and Joshua awake, he goes downstairs and they are having dinner. He made it back in time for dinner. And, Dad's eating already.
We didn't say grace yet. Joshua's not even here. Please stop.
I don't care about Grace right now.
The mom starts to complain, and Dad hits her with maybe the best line in the whole movie.
Now it's dinner.
Wine.
Joshua sits down at the dinner table, and Dad's, like, pretty much ready to kill him. Until they all just calm down. And then they apologize and do some weird head turns.
I'm sorry I yelled at you.
And there's like 2 minutes left in the movie, and I'm just really curious, what happens then?
And they lived happily ever after. Okay, maybe not all the time, but they were certainly better off.
And that ends the movie, but not before Chris tells us to.
Have a good one.
I do appreciate the innovation of, I think that's the first time a movie's ever told me goodbye. And that'll be the end of Joshua in the Promised Land. And the moral of the story here is, if your parents don't like each other, you're going to go to the Old Testament, and then everything's going to be okay. If you liked this video, be sure to like and subscribe to officially join the Silly Geese gaggle. And hey, drop a comment and let me know what I should watch next, or just check out one of these videos that YouTube thinks that you'll like. But until next time, stay silly, geese.